My name is Simon, as it has been mentioned, and I'm presenting to you the topic on Teff as a new crop in Tasmania. So the title is that of the effect of genotype and seedling death on germination, early vigour and development of Teff in Tasmania. So that is what I'm going to talk to you about. First of all, I would like to explain to you what is Teff. Teff is one of the major cereal crops, indigenous crops, mostly grown in Ethiopia, where it is believed to have originated, and is used in traditional foods, as well as a fodder crop for livestock, for those who are interested. It's not common in the Western countries to grow this crop, and yet it has high potential commercial value, as well as tolerant to both drought and waterlogging. Teff potential. Well, there is window of opportunity in Teff in the United States, South Africa, India, Western Europe, and the Netherlands, as been supported by these guys that I have shown there. Australia, it is a source, and it's a source of gluten-free and ideal for people suffering from the celiac disease. Teff is gaining popularity in the United States as a small niche crop. It's also grown in both, it can be grown and thrive well in temperate as well as in tropical climates. However, there is need to do more research on this crop and to test its usefulness as a niche crop on countries such as Australia and Tasmania, my last place where I have established this, hopefully as the first student in Tasmania. The objectives of our study was to investigate the effect of the genotype on seedling death, germination and early vigour, development and determining growth and yield of the crop in Tasmania. Also, the experiment, there were two of these experiments. The other was of testing the effect of planting death on germination and emergence of two Teff genotypes. Well, even though the results are not yet ready to be presented here. Our experimental design was a split plot. We've harvested the main plot and genotypes as subplots. There were 3 destructive harvests. In fact, there were 4, but I decided to make it 3 because the last 4 I will not take care of. My good supervisors will take care of it, as I think I will have already left the country. However, there were 5 of these genotypes that I was doing the research on. That was brown, white, ADA, Karabedi and Gommadie. These are difficult names for you. Measurements were taken on these experiments that involved the seed germination timing and stage of development of the crop. Percentage emergence, seedling development. Components of seed development included, among others, tiller number, leaf area, width, seedling leaf dry weight, plant height, number of leaves developed, and of course, stem dry weight. Statistical analysis was run using SAS, and measurements, parameters that were to be measured was germination, as you can see, leaf width, tiller number, leaf area, stem dry weight, leaf dry weight, and total dry weight. As you can see, the statistical analysis on the harvest from tiller to total dry weight, there were significant except on germination and leaf width for reasons that are clear, I think. That we could not analyze germination on harvest. That is what I mean. On the cultivar, there was highly significant difference in germination at 0.001%, but there was no difference in leaf width. Also, there was no difference in stem dry weight and leaf dry weight and total dry weight, and then hence the interactions between the two. The emergence was very good. It was the first time that the experiment, this kind of experiment was run here. As you can see, Karabedi had the highest 100% germination, but brown had the lowest. But you can see that generally there was no difference between the three. There was no difference between this other, except that this was exceptionally low. Tiller number. We measured tiller number using growth stages. Our growth stages were 13, using the Zadok code, 13, 23, 51. So once I talk about 23, bear in mind that I'm talking about my harvest, my second harvest. When I'm talking about 13 stage growth stage, I'm talking about my first harvest, and then 51 respectively. As you can see, stage 13, Zadok stage 13, there was no difference between cultivars in number of tillers. But when you come to crop stage 23, brown and ADA has highest tiller number, while Karabedi had the lowest tiller number. But on crop stage 51, brown has high tiller number and ADA has lowest. So change in tiller number is great, as you can see from brown, and no change is evident in ADA. However, all tiller number increased with harvest, it being highest at crop stage 3 and lowest at crop stage 13. Leaf area per plant. I will still use the same Zadok code. So as we can see, there was no difference in leaf area between genotypes in crop stage 13. And also in crop stage 23, highest leaf area was observed in ADA and lowest in Karabedi, while in stage 51, highest leaf area was in Gommadie. Therefore, growth rate between stage 2 and 3 was rapid, but ADA leaf area did not increase to the same extent as other genotypes. No difference was realized between brown Teff and Gommadie. Leaf area in harvest in stage 51, but both genotypes leaf area was higher than white and Karabedi and ADA. What are the implications of this result? Typically seedling vigour is measured in germination, total plant, leaf area, and dry matter. However, the important seedling vigour traits that were measured was tiller number, but not leaf width. Teff accession, brown, or genotype, brown and Gommadie had the greatest number of tillers, as it has been realized from the graph. These are the recommendations from this study, that there is need for further research on this important crop. It is an important crop because sometimes we are confronting situations of waterlogging or drought, so in which case it can survive in both. So there is need to conduct studies on nutritional analysis of the genotypes, and then also to conduct studies on agronomic management practices, which include such as date of sowing, seedbed preparation, fertilizer type, time of application, etc., etc. Breeding Teff accessions specifically for Australia, and in reference, in particular, my Tasmania state, smallest state, conditions, needs, interest. Therefore, Teff has a dual purpose that can be used as fodder for livestock and also as food for humans, in which case it even has some more nutritional status.